Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Ancient artifacts return to their ancestral home in the Marianas.
And CNMI officials recognize the importance of a parent's role and support in a child's life.
Also tonight, how do you cut your grass? A former Peacecore volunteer used his neighbor's goat.
In sports, local athletes face strong international competition that are not badminton.
Stay with us. These stories and more, they're next.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Yeah. What's a snack wrap?
Boom. Back when we wore velour from the top of the head to the tip of the toe, the snack wrap was no joke. Takes me back. What you know about that juicy chicken? That shredded cheese. Come close. Ranch. I did everything to bring it back, nephew. Talk to me.
Educate. Get him.
Okay, yeah, say less, Aunt. Let me do the snack wrap.
Yeah, let him do the snack wrap.
Can I get both, please?
Double him up.
I love Marianas Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on August 13 from our studio on Capitol Hill.
Within the unfortunate process of parental separation, the parental duty of emotional and financial child support does not end. A proclamation recognizing Child Support Awareness Month is signed. In the Governor's Conference Room on Capitol Hill Tuesday, a gathering of citizens from the judiciary, executive, and labor branches of our representative government meet to acknowledge the ongoing necessity of parental responsibility. A proclamation for Child Support Awareness Month is read.
Whereas the Office of the Attorney General's Child Support Enforcement Division is dedicated to promoting the well-being of children and families by ensuring that children receive the financial support they need from their parents. And
whereas every child deserves the love, care, and financial support of a family to grow into healthy, productive adults and reach their full potential.
And while this proclamation is signed by Governor Apatang and Lieutenant Governor Mendiola, Assistant Attorney General Rebecca Wiggins acknowledges that there is a new program being initiated to assist in the process of financial child support payment enforcement.
I really wanted to make sure that the Judiciary and the Department of Labor were present today because we are embarking on a new court, a responsible parent court. The hope is that we will take individuals who are struggling with paying their child support and instead of just punishing them, trying to help them get a job through the WIA program and have the supports around them. The research shows that parents who financially support their children end up becoming more emotionally invested in their children. Children do better with not just the financial support, but emotional support of all their family.
Ms. Wiggins acknowledges that there are now 165 active cases of child support neglect that her department is prosecuting at this time. That shortfall may be assisted through the newly formed Responsible Parent Court, operating in a similar fashion to drug court. It is a less punitive way to help guide those in financial arrears to navigate their responsibilities.
We have a partnership with WIA, we're just establishing this now, where we are going to select some individuals who are struggling. So we're going to start with just 10 individuals who are struggling to pay their child support. They're in contempt of court. The court hasn't made that finding yet, but they're behind in their child support. And we're going to file an order to show cause or a motion for contempt to say, hey, you're not paying your child support. Why don't you tell us why, right? If they say, I'm not paying my child support because I don't have a job, we say, well, how lucky for you, because here's somebody in the courtroom from the Department of Labor who will work with you through the WIA program and help get you a job.
It's been over a century since a couple of thousand ancient artifacts were taken from the Marianas. We take a look as they make their way home and look to the future on how they'll be preserved. On Tuesday morning, ancient artifacts were returned to the Sinamai from the Bernice Pauahi Bishop Museum in Hawaii. In the 1920s, United States Marine Hans Horns Bostel was hired by the Bishop Museum in Honolulu to collect artifacts and other objects from the Mariana Islands. He amassed approximately 2,000 pieces of Chamorro artifacts, including a latte stone, sling stones, pottery shards, and human remains from ancient Chamorro graves. Over a century later, the artifacts are being returned. The governor's chief of staff, Henry Hofschneider, says the latte stone will later be shipped by sea freight.
This is just a portion of what's coming. There are over 2,700 individual artifacts that the Bishop Museum will be sending little by little. It's going to take years.
Hofschneider says that the late Governor Arnold Palacios played an instrumental role in bringing these artifacts back.
Governor Green, in his speech, mentioned the late governor, that he worked so hard and never let go until we got to this day.
Governor Apatang encourages the public to view these artifacts for themselves.
Stop by the museum and get a better look at these artifacts. It's very important for all of us here in the Commonwealth.
Lieutenant Governor Dennis Mendiola emphasizes the significance of their return.
I think it's very important for our people to actually witness some of the arts and craft of our actual, ancient Chamorro people. It's important education. It's important for us to actually promote our heritage. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who are involved in bringing these artifacts back home.
NMI Museum Executive Director Leonard Leon says the artifacts will be displayed with the ancestral remains brought back in November 2024.
Right now we are working on revamping or rearranging our museum space to create a more comprehensive curation of the people of the land.
Leon says the NMI Museum seeks to make these artifacts more accessible to not just the tourists, but to the local community as well. He says they plan to showcase artifacts and cultural materials from the Marianas in the Indigenous Affairs Office, Humanities Office, and is working closely with the Commonwealth Ports Authority to use the former DFS space in the airport. That was historical.
Yeah. With the ascension of Governor Apatang and Lieutenant Governor Mendiola, a new feeling of cooperation between legislative branches. At the bequest of Congresswoman Kimberlyn King Hines, on short notice, a unified CNMI met with Jared Smith from the U.S. Department of Transportation on Monday to discuss issues of transportation, tourism, and more.
We heard from the Commonwealth Ports Authority on how their experience has been over these past years and decades, frankly, dealing with some of these issues. We heard from the Marianas Visitors Authority, and they spoke about the mix of visitors that are coming and where the potentials might exist in the future. And we heard from the finance, and to get an understanding of, quite frankly, the dire conditions that exist in the financial state of the government right now. So we heard, and we also heard from Commerce for their ideas from a commercial front, as well as members of the legislature representing various communities. So we had a very frank and wide-ranging discussion where we heard from a lot of stakeholders with differing perspectives.
Again, the beauty of today is, again, this is the first time of its kind for the Department of Transportation to come down and actually hear and see firsthand some of these issues that are being addressed to the department by the Congresswoman. I know there's some legislation that she's working on, and I think that those are some of the fix that can help craft and try and fix some of these long issues that face the CNMI.
It's very heartening to see the commitment that everyone has to making this community thrive, and that's been my first impression. And the leadership that everyone has shown here, and the governor and the congresswoman, the lieutenant governor, and the hospitality has been really noteworthy. And we're just very happy with our conversations today, and think that this will be a fruitful collaboration.
Is this a one-stop shop, or are you going to come back?
Yeah, well, I think it's telling that, as the lieutenant governor said, I mean, this is the first time that he can recall that anyone from the department has been here. I think that there's a new administration, you have a new governor, new congresswoman. This is a new start for everybody, and I think that we plan to make this ongoing. That this is not one stop.
And on Tuesday, Governor Apatang reflects on a new sense of cooperation.
It went well, pretty well. It's been a busy day after spending half of the day, with the DOT people here. And I was very happy that they came at a fast request by our Congresswoman here. Hopefully we'll get a good news soon, as soon as they get back.
Coming up, a soldier says adios for now in Welcome to Saipan.
And art in the park. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? Stay tuned, you're gonna like this.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm on the headline, the deadline. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, master minor. Big time.
Should have done that in a Scottish accent.
How would you do in
When shall we three meet again? in fire, lightning, or in rain.
Scottish are we now?
It's Scottish.
Okay.
It's the Scottish play. It's from the Scots play, and I didn't do it. Oh well.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Welcome back. You're watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Art in the Park on Saturday in Susupe, a witch's brew of artisans and their art.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Shakespeare's Three Witches describe the art and alchemy involved in the creation of a charm. And likewise, these three artisans, Veronica, Madge, and Kylie, describe the magic of their creations. Veronica bakes and glazes her pottery in a studio in Dandan. Pastel colors cast a spell of delight to charm the keepers of the clay. Madge dives deep to find spondylus and sea glass to fashion into wearable jewelry. Each piece is time-stamped at the moment of discovery. And Kylie uses watercolors and acrylic to wizard greeting cards, celebrating the source of life, the celebratory female form. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Ingredients in the chef's brew that Laura and Chef Selena de la Luna are here on Saipan conjuring. We first met them during a welcome segment to Saipan, and yes, Saipan is welcoming them with open arms. Artisan Antonio is fashioning survival bracelets for their family and their friends. Here at Art in the Park, a brew of artisans and their art.
In our next story, these are the sacrifices of a father who leaves to join the military forces.
Saipan International Airport is a place for hellos and goodbyes. As passengers trickle in from our daily flight, we say see you later to a local man ready to put on the Army uniform. Isaac Barras is headed to South Carolina on military orders.
So I just recently got in, so I'm about to ship off to basic training now.
He's joining the National Guard and will be gone until either the end of the year or the beginning of next year.
3 to 5 months, pretty much, including AIT as well.
Joining the military comes with several benefits. This is Isaac's why.
Other than the open doors for opportunities for my daughter as well, for the better for myself, and yeah.
Thoughts of his daughter is worth leaving the comfort of being home.
I'm definitely going to feel homesick, but you know, it's for the greater good, so it'll just be a small sacrifice I have to make, and then I'll be back home and good.
As Isaac leaves for basic training, we say adios, lalabo, good luck, and see you again when you come back to Saipan.
A Peacecorps volunteer returns to the site of his service on Saipan, and his experiences, like a time capsule from half a century ago, are shared with Katherine Perry on your Humanities Half-Hour.
James Peters was a Peace Corps volunteer and teacher at Marianas High School from 1970 to 1972.
I remember it was a very diverse student body, diverse in the sense that there were kids from many different islands in Micronesia, and one young woman from Vietnam. And there, I was teaching English initially and U.S. history. I don't know why it was U.S. history. I think it probably should have been Micronesian history, but I wouldn't have been qualified to do that because I didn't know any Micronesian history.
Yeah.
The English level of the students really varied from some who were virtually fluent to others who it was their third language.
Peace Corps volunteers made very little money and kept entertained by, among other things, keeping house.
My house was in Oleai Village and it needed some upkeep, so I did work around the house and work in the yard to keep the grass cut down. And sometimes I borrowed my neighbor's goat to help me keep the grass down, the Chiba.
Good idea.
And he would, I'd tie the goat up to a tree on about a 30-foot long rope, and when I'd come home from work, the goat would have gone around the tree so many times he was right next to the tree, but he ate the grass.
Watch more tales from James Peters' Peace Corps experiences on Your Humanities Half-Hour with Katherine Perry right here on KSPN2 tomorrow night, Thursday at 7 p.m. And watch again on replay at 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Coming up in sports, it's good even when the results are bad. Minces. Competition from Susupe is next. Stay tuned.
Premium office space is available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Features include dedicated parking, fast internet, backup power, good water, and natural light throughout to go along with the very best views on Saipan. So don't settle for space when you can get peace and peace of mind. Call Hermosa Vista today at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Motivation isn't always easy to come by. Thankfully, there's one place that continues to ignite my willpower. This one place provides me with the knowledge and support I need to grow, so I can continue to become a better version of myself. This is where I discovered my passion, where I achieved successes that made me proud. It's home to where I improved my performance, seeing the opportunity in every challenge. And when doubt creeps inside and I think about giving up, I remember the heroes who've also called this place home. And just like them, I know that every last rep is always a beginning. No matter how hard it gets, nothing can stop me. I will always come back stronger because I'm part of a legacy.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Tough competition at the badminton tournament held locally. The NMI athletes see the good even in defeat.
The Century Insurance Saipan International 2025 is underway at Ada Gym this week. The badminton tournament spans from August 12th to the 16th. 17-year-old Marlon Bautista has been playing for 3 to 4 years. He's just off his men's singles match against Malaysia's Wei Hong Lo and was defeated 15-9, 15-1.
It was a really good first set. I was really patient and everything. But then when it came to the second set, I started rushing all my shots all of a sudden.
17-year-old Jan Dumagan has been playing badminton for 2 to 3 years. He played against Minoru Koga of Japan and was defeated 15-4, 15-9.
It was really great. This is my first time playing in an international level tournament as well. And so I really gained some good experience that isn't really available elsewhere, except a lot of big countries. But for a small island like the CNMI, it's really great. I'm really grateful to have this level of experience.
23-year-old Toma Noda has been playing badminton since he was 6 years old and ranks number 20 in Japan. He played against NMI's Nolan Nate and won 15-2, 15-4.
そうですね、サイパンの方との試合だったので、1回戦で緊張はしたんですけど、思い切って自分のプレーができたかなと思います。
18-year-old Mino Hawk has been playing badminton for about 2 years. He played against Australia's Ziron Tan and was defeated 15-6, 15-8.
My right leg was kind of hurting throughout the trainings, but I still tried to pull through, and I asked the physio about it. He said, it's not that bad, but I just have to be careful. So I just made sure I don't injure myself so I can keep playing.
Athletes from NMI and countries visiting for the competition say they are grateful for the opportunity to play in the CNMI.
Badminton has been growing a lot here. It's really great to see other players play. So this is something people should try out more. It's really fun and good way to stay in good shape.
Playing badminton, especially at this level, especially with a lot of big countries like Japan, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and all those other countries, it's really great because they show really high level of sportsmanship, even though they're at such a professional level. And although we are just amateurs, they still show the same level of respect towards everybody else. And it's a really great experience overall.
この素敵な場所で試合できることを嬉しく思いますし、日本の選手、自分に限らず日本の選手をいっぱいサイパンの方も応援してほしいなと思います。
It really opens new opportunities because I believe they've been playing way longer than us, and we're just growing nation that's started to play. Going against them is a how do I say this? It's tougher, but it gives you the learning lesson that you can take, which you can use to improve yourself.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas driving range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight will be partly cloudy with only a 20% chance of isolated showers, variable winds with low temperatures of around 80 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, is forecast similarly with only a 20% chance of showers, plenty of sunshine, light winds, and high temperatures of around 88 degrees, dipping to around 79 degrees in the night. The sun will set tonight at 6:43 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:02 a.m., which I don't think will be too early for shell artist Madge to rise from bed, don her neon goggles, dip gently into the aquamarine lagoon to hunt for the magical charms that can be found among the salty seabeds of Saipan. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, Sinamai.
We'll see you again on Friday.